Hello Aries, and welcome to your April 2022 committed or relationship love reading. Aries, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single one of you. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. First and foremost, happy birthday to all of you celebrating your birthday this month. So happy birthday, happy birthday. And to everybody else, thank you for being here. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Forest for the Trees, my name is Rudy. I appreciate you all being here. If you are returning, thank you so much for your trust and support, for your likes, shares, and subscribes. I appreciate all your energies, every single one of you guys. All right, Aries, as always, anything you need is going to be listed in the description below. So help yourself, make yourself at home, and you know how all that works. Let's see what we have going on for you. Aries for April 2022. Relationship love reading. Move these around. All right. I'm going to pull out some general energy cards for you for the month. If they want to play. Nope, that's way too many. Sorry. All right. All right. Here we go. We have 10 of Emotion. Beautiful card. We have Fair Decision. And we have Out with the Old and In with the New. I like that. I like that one a lot. I like to start in the middle with the 10 of Emotion. So you have 10 of Cups energy. You have this card of abundance. Again, this is for those that are in a relationship currently. So you have this. To me, the 10 of Emotion card is a card of, you know, happily ever after, whatever that is, whatever that means to you, whatever that is for you and your partner, that you're fulfilling that now, that you're working toward that now. It could be, you know, the proverbial white picket fence and the 2.5 kids, or however it is that you look at that. But that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up that you all are working towards, or that you all are attracting, or that you want to build on. It says, life is a blessing with you. No, life is blessing you with a wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Harmony with those you love is assured. By offering forgiveness, understanding, and kindness to others, you're rewarded with unconditional love. And I think, too, that I feel that, I don't know if this is not a new relationship for you all, but that through this relationship that both of you all have grown. Both of you all have, you know, it's a committed relationship, and both of you all have grown from this, and that you all have experienced a lot together and have learned a lot from each other. You have the beautiful Fair Decision card, and this is a card of justice in this deck. It's number 8 in this deck. 8 is also a number of power. So without reading this yet, just with justice, I feel there's a fairness in this relationship. There's a give and a take. There's a balance. There's something that was not in past relationships that is in this relationship, that things work out, that if it doesn't, that you all compromise, that you talk about things. You don't just fight and leave, you know. Things are discussed. Things are fair and just, and it works for both of you. This says your angels are aware that you have concerns, but be assured that there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground, and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation, and all is being healed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. And I also think that this is a card of again, that, you know, no relationship is perfect. You're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have your fights. You're going to have your squabbles. You're going to have your disagreements. But what you're learning from this is that, you know, there's a give and a take, and there's when you're committed in a relationship, that you're committed, and you'll do what you have to do and you need to do. But it's a fair way you both are dealing with this. And then we have Out with the Old and In with the New. This is a Tower card in traditional deck. This is heaven is showing up, showing you a sign that it's time to move in a new direction. Often this is because you're not happy or feel a lack of purpose in your life. This is a wake-up call to make changes that match your heart's desires and spiritual truths. So again, I go with the, there's always glitches in relationships. Now, if this is true and you all aren't happy, which I don't see that on these cards, we'll see what the tarot has to say. But it is time to move on. I just feel that together you'll be moving on. Together, you might have a stuck energy. You might have a stagnant energy. You both might have dead-end jobs. And you both might be going, you know what? Let's, move. Let's get out of town. Let's start something new. Shake up the energy is kind of what I feel with this. I don't feel that you're not happy together. I feel it could be job-wise. It could be family, life-wise, like extended family. But know you're protected, and know that, the changes you make, your heart's desires, and spiritual truths, which goes back to the fair decisions. But we'll see what the tarot has to say. Sometimes these cards can be misleading for me. And then when I start reading the other cards, it's like, oh, yeah, maybe the relationship's not that great. But what I'm seeing here, especially with the Ten of Emotions, you're very much emotionally fulfilled. You're very much happy where you're at. You both are, again, building the life you want to live. You're building what you want for your future. Six of Swords. That's a movement card. That is definitely, it can be out of your own thoughts card, and it can be also out of your head thoughts, those thoughts, or it can also be a physical movement card. Look at this. We have both. I got to stop right here. Look at this. They're both the same card. Ten of Hearts, Ten of Emotion, both the same card. I always see this, and I know it's not, but it reminds me of a magic carpet. Like it's Aladdin and Jasmine, was that her name? Flying on the magic carpet, and these are the people clapping and waving them on as they go up. Or Sandy in Greece. I can't think of his name. It's driving me crazy. Oh well, I'll think of it. Danny, yeah, as they're driving up in the car, right? That's the kind of energy I feel with this card, is that it's taking you up. It's taking you up out of whatever it is. You're getting out of that place. Wow. Wow. But you're together. See what I'm trying to say? It's together energy. And then we have Temperance. It's balance. It's patience. Fairness. Again, creating what you want. Creating the energy that you want to manifest. In charge of creating it. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, and that talks about forward movement. Again, it can be getting out of your head, Aries. Look at that beautiful rainbow. I got goosebumps. It can be getting out of your head, moving to a clearer space in your head, moving out of, I have to say it because it's coming to me, moving out of thoughts of self-harm for those of you. Moving out of negative opinions of yourself, thinking higher of yourself, maybe getting help for your worry or anxiety. It can also be a physical move, moving in one, moving out of rough waters into calmer waters, moving out of turmoil and, out with the old and with the new, moving. It could be a moving state, moving country, moving toward maybe better work, improving yourself. Then the Ten of Hearts, again, there's not much to say. I've already said it. It feels like you are moving, you are going up, and you're going together, and you're rising above. You're rising above conflict or chaos, or you're rising above what isn't serving you. Again, getting out of those negative thoughts, getting out of that, energy of stagnation and being stuck. And we have Temperance, which is beautiful with the Tower card. What doesn't serve us, whatever is not working. I feel with this is like a kind of like old way of doing something. I don't know who age-wise who watches this, but it's like back in the day, our first cell phones were in a bag with a battery, and you could only use them for emergencies, and you had to charge it to make sure it would work. And now look at us, right? We carry it around, we can charge it in 2 seconds. And if we found that bag with that old cell phone in it right now, would we go, oh my gosh, and start using it? No, because we have something better. And that's kind of what I feel with Out with the Old, In with the New. It's like, as your relationship grows and changes and expands, you all see that you don't need to rely on an old way of doing something, or how you all maybe started. How you all started isn't working anymore. How you all started is old and shaky, and needs adjustments and needs growing. And that's beautiful, leading into the Six of Swords card. It's beautiful energy leading into growth and expansion and moving out of. We have Temperance. So this is just being patient. It's being patient and knowing that, you know, time, see the clock, time is their time, not exactly our time, doesn't have to be the same. When you put something out to the universe, when you put in a change, or you put in what your expansion, what you're wanting to grow, let go of it. Let go of it so the universe can do their thing, or its thing. And have patience, have faith that it will change, have faith that it will come into fruition. You've concocted it. You are making this. You all have figured out what you want. It could be even showing others, like if you're going into a new job and you're changing jobs, if you're going into a new career, or you're moving to go do the same job at a different place, it's like kind of like showing others how to do something maybe that you once did, so you can move and be free to move forward. I almost see it like you all are tying up little loose ends here and there. You know, but being in charge, being in control, having a structure and stability around you, surrounding you. It's a card of Sagittarius. All right. Which is, you know, I really like, because this is, you know, where the stability is. It's like, okay, we've got to do something. It's kind of like if you live in a house that you know is condemned, and you know you have to move out of it, or you're in an apartment building that's going to be torn down. You know you have limited time. So it's like, okay, let's make a plan. Let's do this. And this, it's like you've already know what direction you all want to move in. But it's just kind of waiting. It's a waiting. Have patience. It's going to happen. Just give it a little bit of time. We have the Five of Wands. And the Ten of Swords. And the Seven of Wands. Interesting. A lot of those cards showed up on your reading for singles. All right. Princess of Swords is the bottom of the deck. So you could be getting a message about some idea that you put in, some new communication. You could be hearing from somebody, having communication. A letter could be coming in, or a note, or an email that you've been waiting for. And there's transformational energy here. So this could be what you're waiting for. This is subconscious energy. Okay, there could be some message coming in about hearing back from a job, or hearing back from an interview, or hearing back from something. It could be an email, it could be a text, it could be a phone call. It's something that you have had in the works. I think there's been a lot of communication going back and forth on this issue. Again, it could be going very well with the Temperance, about having patience, knowing it's coming. Just wait. This is subconscious energy. So again, waiting. But knowing it's going to, when this comes through, it's going to be transformational energy coming in. It's going to be a lot of new energy, a lot of new doors are going to open for you almost, I feel, Aries, you and your partner. And I don't know, I'm assuming this is you, or it could be both of you. You could be together in this, but there's so much movement coming in. We have the Five of Wands, and this is almost like a practice run. It's almost like you've been, whatever it is that you all have been working on or building, it's like you've been, I feel like you've been doing this your whole life, and now you get the chance to do it for real. If that makes any sense. Five can be a conflict card of, you know, the Wands. It could be a little bit of, especially coming in with the Six of Swords energy and this Justice card, or fair decisions. You know, there could be a little misstep here and there. It could be something just to kind of be aware of, that it could happen. Not everyone might be on board. Not everybody might be as happy for you as you all are for each other. Especially if you're moving country or moving state. It could be family members. A lot of times that depicts, you know, the conflicts in the family itself. But it could be just exactly the reason why you all are moving to begin with. All right, we have the Ten of Swords. And that was with the Ten of Emotion. And the Ten, look at that. 2 Ten of Emotions and the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords to me is a card of completion. It can be, I look at it like leaving a situation, but doing it wounded, doing it hurt, doing it because you have to. Maybe not so much because you want to, but because you have to. It could be a situation. It could be work related. It could be family related. It could be ex-partner related. Again, with the 2 Ten of Hearts here. And then the Ten of Swords. It's like a feeling of knowing what you have to lose, almost, is what I'm feeling. I just feel like what you are in now is an energy that you really are comfortable in. It's an energy you want to grow in. I almost feel like you can't imagine not having this person in your life. I feel like you can't imagine not being with this person. And I just feel with this Ten of Swords energy too, is that it's a knowing for both of you that it's time to move and grow and do. It's like you can't stay where you all are at. You have to move forward. You have to move on. I almost feel like whatever opportunity has opened up for you guys, you know, it's not going to, that door's not going to be open forever. So you have to make that decision to go on. And I just feel what's going on in your inner circle or your home life or your extended families is just not a positive place to be. It could be affecting your health. It could be affecting your work. It could be affecting your career. And you need to move on from that energy. And then we have Temperance with the Tower, Temperance, and 7 of Swords. So we have, again, that knowing there's a break in the situation, there's a break in the, there's a break in the stability of what you're building or what you all have built together, knowing that you all have to take it and move forward with it. Biding your time, having patience. 7 of Wands is, again, knowing what you all want and holding to it. Basically setting your boundaries. I'm sorry for the noise and the camera shaking. My dog is playing with his bone. You know, it's like, you know, you're not going back to this hurt and this pain. You know, you don't want this chaos and conflict. You all know what you do want and what you don't want, and you're setting your boundaries. It's almost like certain people even coming in. It's like you all are, I almost feel like, especially with the Tower, it's almost like you're cleaning house. And it could be your inner circle. It could be your inner circle house. That could be what prompted the move, or, you know, this energy of this shift in this energy. And even with this Justice card, I do have to say this could be illegal, something that has come up or that you all have been going through that is going to go in your favor. And once it comes through and all is said and done, you're moving, you're leaving. It could be a custody issue with a child. And once that's resolved, you're out of there. You get to move, you get to change, you get to make that move that's better for all of you all. Whatever this hurt and this pain that you all have endured, it's like we're not going back to this. We want this happily ever after. We want this emotional stability. Not going back to this hurt and this pain. You've had enough of it. Both of you. You're ready to put this behind you. Again, it's almost like you're biding your time. All right. All right, let's pull some clarifiers. The Justice, Six of Swords, and Five of Wands. We have the Three of Swords. Yeah. See, there could be some heartache here. Some heartache, some hurt. What I see with this is that whatever went on with Justice, whatever went on, if there's some type of legal action, some court going on possibly, and you know, there's a fair decision coming in. I think something's going to lead toward your favor that's going to allow you all movement. It could be out of the stagnant energy that you're in, out of that hurtful, controlling energy that people have had on you. Moving out of that, knowing that you're not going back there, but taking with you the lessons, taking with you what you have learned, taking with you all what you have learned, because this is your relationship, right? I just feel like you're going through a lot behind the scenes, and you're doing what you all can do to stay together and to hold on to each other. It's almost like I feel like you all are all you have. Lessons learned the hard way sometimes, but lessons learned nonetheless. And 3 is always a number of growth. Ten of Swords, and then the 2 Ten of Cups, or Ten of Emotions. Goodness gracious. Okay. Beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. See, this to me is a payoff. This to me is a new beginning for you all. It could be new work coming in for both of you. Again, like I said earlier, I feel like you're moving out of stagnant energy. It could be job. It could be going to a better career. It could be you've had enough. It could be you're not underappreciated. It could be there's no job growth. There's no growth in what you're in or where you're going. But with these 2 cards here, showing that you want that emotional stability, you want that security, and you're willing to work for it, and you're letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore. You're not going back to that hurtful time in your life. You don't want a repetition of it. You want to distance as much land between you and whatever happened as possible, moving into a new job, moving into a new situation, financially, more lucrative than you all were in the past. I think you'll be able to save money. I think it's a very brilliant, smart move that you all are doing. I think it will afford you there's great benefits that come from this. I keep hearing there's great benefits. It's almost like a new beginning. I can't help but look at that card and not see the sun, right? Not see a sun, because it looks like it's radiating and it's shining. And to me, it's just the right course of action. So we have the Tower, Temperance, and the Seven of Wands energy. All right. Whoop, whoop, there we go. And we have the Queen of Cups. So this is moving up. Again, I think you're moving up in the world. I think you're moving up in your relationship. I think you're maturing in the relationship. It's a cup card, so you have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. But you also have this energy of love. You have this energy of romance. You have this energy of, really being fulfilled and really having that stability and that happiness that you all have been seeking and been wanting. Is it an easy road? No, it hasn't been. Is it going to be easier? Yes. I think once this move is made, or once this deed is done, or once this, whatever this is going on is completed, and you all get to move forward, it's in anticipation. There's a leveling up of maturity. There's a leveling up of kind of like when you've been through something really bad together, and you're like, we did this. Now we can do it, moving up, leveling up, having that authority. Standing your ground. It's almost like you're being rewarded for your patience. You're being rewarded for your patience and your sorry about that. Patience and your emotional stability, in a sense. Not getting over emotional, not flying off the handle, being very much solid, very much kind of like in tune. I just kind of see it like this, the Temperance card. It's like having patience. What's going to happen is going to happen. But have patience. It's going to be what you put out to the universe. According to the cards, everything's moving in that direction. Everything's moving in your favor. Especially with the Fairness and Justice card. Oh, sorry, my chairs. All right, let's see. Aries for relationship. Whoa, reading, committed. This here. We have patience. I've been shuffling. We have patience. So again, no, we're not taking all those, but we will take this one. And self-worth. Right, exactly. It's like whatever happened in the past. And I feel like it's a collective. I feel like, and I don't want to sound like this, but I feel like you and your partner now, it's almost like you all felt your relationship was doomed from the get-go. It's like you had to fight to get where you're at every step of the way. And it could be where your family didn't agree with who you were seeing, or vice versa. That's kind of the energy I'm getting on this. And you have to let go. Even though it's family and even though they hurt you, you can't be part of. You have to move out of that energy. And I think a lot of it is, there is movement here, there is justice here, but you have to have patience. Just have patience, just a little bit more, hang in there. And then, you know, again, self-worth. It's like remembering who you were, who you are, what you can do, how powerful you are as a collective and as an individual. Because I'm not feeling this energy here that you all are codependent at all. I feel like whatever you have worked on, you both have worked very hard to get to where you're at. They're all upside down. I don't read upside downs in this. Wedding. Woo, the situation involves marriage. And, you know, that could be where this big fight is coming in. Maybe it is that you all want to get married. And maybe it is the family that is balking and whatever. And maybe you all are going to run off and get married. With the Six of Swords energy. That's a possibility too. It's going to bring a level of maturity. You all are going to learn and grow. I still feel like whatever it is that these two energies here, being the family or being a persistent negative energies, and you're breaking away from that, and you are growing, and you all are learning, and it's like carving your own life, but also doing it together. And that could go very well with the out with the old, in with the new. Where, you know, you all can't go on the way you've been going on. So if you all are planning to get married, congratulations. And it could be an engagement, and it could also be where you'll be attending a wedding. Or maybe people in your life were fine if you were just dating, but once you started talking about making it stable and happily ever after, that's when everyone started freaking out. All right, Aries, one more card for you. Relationship love reading. Addiction. Yuck. This says codependent, obsessive, possessive, controlling, has a block, restraint. I go back to this Justice card. I go back to whatever energy that you all are leaving. It could be family. It could be an ex's. That's kind of where I'm going with that. That's where the self-worth comes in. And, you know, we don't have to just have codependent, obsessive, possessive relationships with partners, with lovers. We can have them with family members too. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Again, it's like I don't think they agree or they like or they condone what you all are or do. And you all are going to forge your own way ahead and find your own way and make your own path. All right, guys. Wow. Let me know how this resonates with you guys. A lot of work, but it's a beautiful reading. Take care of yourself and each other. Stay safe and healthy. Aries, if you're interested, I do post every Saturday weekly readings. They go out every Saturday for the week ahead, which to me is Monday through Saturday. So just subscribe and hit the notification bell if it's something you're interested in. And I will see you then. Take care. Be blessed. See you next time. Bye for now.